Once again, session of Hoodies the podcast. Test 1, 2. This is Hoodies. Let's do it, man. Live from the skill suite. Yo, coming at you, man. Yeah. Are we back? 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 Word. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Welcome back to another dope episode of Hoodies the podcast. I'm the host, Garv Rashidi, coming at you live from the skill suite. Or maybe not so live. We coming at you, man. Yeah. Word, man. I feel great, man. I wish y'all could feel what I feel right now. I feel great. And I hope you feel great. Look, turn to your neighbor and say, I feel fucking great. Do you feel great? Because if you don't feel great, then you need to get there. Because you're already great. You just need to feel great. You need to spread some positivity out here, man. Word. Another round of applause. Applause for some positivity in here. Word. Yeah, man. Well, I ain't going to keep y'all too long in the intro, man. I don't have a whole lot to say. Just one thing. I would like to take a moment to have a moment of silence for the First Lady of the Nation of Islam. We just got word, I believe, yesterday that Mother Khadija Farrakhan, at the age of 90, has passed on. Mother Sister Khadija Farrakhan is Minister Louis Farrakhan's wife, who's just transitioned. Like I said, at the age of 90, we know not the cause. I suppose it doesn't matter, but may she rest well. Salute to you, Mother Khadija. A job well done. My condolences go out to the Farrakhan family in the Nation of Islam. Word. Moment of silence, man. Word. Salute. Yeah, man. I don't really have a whole lot to say in the intro. Not a whole lot to say. I guess I'm ready to start cooking. All right, y'all ready to cook? So since we all great, all right, let's do something great and start the show. All right, so let's go. Y'all ever be like just chilling out, just cooling? And then you may get a feeling of, damn, there's something more constructive I could be doing with my time right now. I know it's not just me. Have you ever felt that way watching sports? Like I'm really into basketball, really into boxing. I dig football as well. Not as much as basketball, but I dig sports. Have you ever felt that way watching sports? Have you ever felt like, damn, there's something else I could be doing? Maybe something more constructive? If you've ever had that inner voice that may have made you question if there was more you could be doing just in life or for people or just in life or just more, just something more you could be doing, right? Here's an inner voice right here for your ass.
Grown-up bearded man spending the day discussing soccer when the world is in flames, and you talking soccer? Here are real men transforming the world, and we as men are discussing soccer. We're fighting over the shape and the sizes of our women's backside when the world is in flames, and our women are busy sitting in massage parlors extending their nails. I don't know who they want to scratch. They can't even wipe their backsides. After messing up our education, then they played us into the sports and entertainment. I am Manchester, hey. I am Tottenham, Spain, hey. I am Real Madrid, hey. I'm Liverpool. I am what? You don't even have a single share in that soccer team. And you buy clothes, you buy flags, you buy tickets to go and watch soccer. My definition of soccer: 60 million people who badly need exercise, watching 22 men who badly need rest. You spend your money and your time on stupid sports, men chasing a skin of a dead ox.
First of all, Brother Joshua Maponga, right, and Pan-Africanist, a fellow Pan-Africanist, is right and exact. Let's just call it what it is. He's right and exact. You know, a lot of us, even though the NBA season's over, a lot of us are in the barbershops and salons and at the gyms. There's people, it's folk, including myself, talking about the trades. You know what I'm saying? With Melo Ball going to the Timberwolves, John Morant just got traded to the Trailblazers. Giannis just traded to Miami. The Celtics are talking about trading Jaylen Brown, which is crazy to me. It hasn't happened yet, but we'll see. Then there's free agency that's about to pop off in July. Then there's the World Cup popping off. There's a lot of distractions, as Brother Joshua said. So he's dead ass right. You know what I'm saying? We're all guilty of it on some level. If it's not sports, it's something. You know, it's something. If it's not one thing, maybe it's gossip. Maybe it's something else. Maybe it's social media. It's something that's got us distracted when, as he stated, or as he eloquently put it, the world is in flames. And he's right. There's a lot going on in the world. There's a lot going on with people, period. But I think there's a couple things he may be forgetting, though. For example, the brother that's on the wall or in that painting that was sitting there and then, his man's picked it up. That's interim president Ibrahim Traore. I know I pronounced the name wrong. It's Traore or something like that. Like I said, he's interim president of Burkina Faso, right? That man who is changing the world, right? He also plays soccer. He's an avid soccer player. The former president, Thomas Sankara, was an avid soccer player. He played soccer. Also a Pan-Africanist. I consider Robert Nesta Marley, also known as Bob Marley, to be a revolutionary. He too enjoyed soccer. I believe Brother Martin was into pool, unless the photos I've seen were photoshopped, that I've seen years ago. But there are a lot. I'm saying that to say that there are a lot of black leaders, past and present, revolutionaries and such, who indulged in sports or something to take the edge off. The struggle's hard. I can only imagine being in the thick of it like these men were and are. You know what I'm saying? So every now and then, sports serves as a pretty good distraction from the heaviness of being at the forefront of a struggle, right? Not only that, Brother Joshua, and while I agree with what you're saying, not only is it a good distraction, but it's also a great way to stay fit. I think we're missing that part. It's a great way to stay fit. With soccer, it involves a whole lot of running. A lot of running. You ever watched a soccer match? You know what I'm saying? You ever watched a soccer game? This soccer game's going on right now. You ever watched them? You ever saw how much running there is? Running back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Trying to run and cut in front of other players. Trying to, get the soccer ball and make a goal. You know what I'm saying? It involves a lot of running. A lot of running is a great way to burn calories. It's a great way to lose weight. So it's not only is it a distraction, well, if you are a player of the sport, it serves as a pretty good distraction. Well, I was gonna say a lot of soccer fans play the sport, but that's not necessarily true. There's not a lot of basketball fans who actually play basketball, but a lot do. But then there's a lot who don't. I ain't played basketball myself in years. I do dribble the ball around pretty often. You know what I'm saying? I do dribble pretty often. You know what I'm saying? Got my ball right here, you know? So, but I'm not playing basketball. But I do dribble, do my thing, whatever. I ain't want to bump the table. I do dribble, do my thing, whatever. So that it's not as active as a soccer player, but it's a great way to get active. And I'm an avid, you know what I'm saying? I'm an avid believer that everybody should get active. You know what I'm saying? Get your big back asses in the gym. You know what I'm saying? Get your big back asses in the gym. Or you even got to go to the gym. Work your big back ass out at home. Walk around your neighborhood. Get active, man. You know what I'm saying? Put the pork chop down. Stop eating so much. Stop eating compulsively. You know what I'm saying? Think of something else that you can do. You know, there's studies, right? There's studies that show that all we really need is just one meal a day. You know what I'm saying? This whole 3 square meals a day, that's something that was pushed on us back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Because once again, like I said last pod, and not to get all preachy, you can't tell me that they ain't trying to kill us with the food. There's mad sodium, mad sugar. They really should put a warning label on meat and on several foods. Something like, I don't know, something like, hey, prolonged use or prolonged consumption of red meat can cause whoop-de-whoop. And so on and so forth, just like cigarettes and alcohol, you know. But if you eat a balanced diet, as balanced as you can get, a balanced diet with protein, good carbs, this and that and that and this, and a meal, 1 meal a day will do you just fine. Studies have shown that, you know. And it's crazy because the older and older I get, I'm starting to really realize that Elijah Muhammad, he was right. He was right. But that's another story. I think that would make for a great episode. But yeah, so soccer, even though it does serve as a distraction while the world is up in flames, if you are a player of the sport, it's a great way to stay active. You know what I'm saying? Hey, on another level, if you're a lucky gambler of the sport, it can make you $1 or $2. So again, while I agree with everything he said, it is a distraction. You know what I'm saying? We're worried about scores, trades, free agency, and all kinds of shit, when there's so many other things we could be worried about. He's right. But if you're going to point out people who's changing the world, they too found the time to enjoy. They too, in their leisure, enjoyed the sport that you speak of, right? But both things can be true. Both things are true, because it is a distraction, you know. and I suppose it's not a good distraction if it's keeping you from doing what's right. We got a lot of youth running around here, right? There's a lot of, like, say, 18-year-olds who, let's just keep it funky, who, just like we were, influenced by rap lyrics, who are out here committing real crimes. Now, I want to say it's this new generation, but it's not. That type of shit was popping off when I was a kid too, right? And just like then, and even now, as a grown man in his 50s, I still believe that if all it took was just a rap lyric, some bars, to get you to wild out and commit a crime or become a criminal, you was already gonna do that. It was already in you. You was already gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? So before they get 18, 17, 18, we need to catch them when they're a little smaller. So yeah, this is a segue into mentorship once again. Because if we don't take the time, right, to spend some time with these kids, these young men, and these young women, spend some time with them. Catch them about 10, maybe 8, 10, 11, 12. You know what I'm saying? Because once they hit about 17, 18.
Witnesses for Mr. Rojas.
No, Your Honor, just
Mr. Rojas, you may make argument first.
thank you, Judge. And obviously, after seeing that video, it makes what we're asking for harder to do. And what we're here asking for this morning, Judge, is probation. Mr. Fontes, he is a young offender. I know the court is tired of hearing the same story over and over, young guys with guns in here. He's got a limited criminal history. I believe this is his first felony. He's never been on any kind of felony supervision or felony probation. Unfortunately, he's just fallen into the same situation that we see so many other youthful offenders fall into. He's got no direction in life. He's very little support at home. Sees no way out of the situation that he's in, so he goes and decides to rob a store and get some money. Did the wrong thing. And if his story in the PSI is to be believable for what I believe is the right reason, he's trying to help his mom out at home, he's trying to pay some bills, keep the lights on. Certainly there are better ways to go about doing that. And I hope that the time in jail has taught Mr. Fontes that. We've got options here, Judge. We can send him to prison or we can put him on probation. Certainly he's on the road if this conduct continues, he's on the road with prison. I don't know that the day is the best time to make that exit for him. He's got a long life to live. We can send him to prison. He can be there for a few years and come back out. I don't know that he's going to get the help that he really needs in prison. There are programs available on probation that if he's serious about turning his life around, like he says in the PSI, those programs can help him. And if he does take advantage of those, it in turn would make the community a little bit safer. Because there'd be one less guy running around with a gun when he does get out of prison, if that were the road that you chose to take. Plan on living at home with his mom. I think he has some younger siblings there. To his benefit, before he was even arrested, he started a GED. I think on the night that this happened, he had just finished a GED class and made a dumb decision to go hang out with these guys that he should not have been hanging out with, and did this robbery. Again, Judge, you've got two options. You can send him to prison or you can try to get him some help on probation, and hopefully he will take advantage of that. And certainly if he doesn't, we're going to know pretty quick, and you'll have another chance to send him to prison probably for a longer time.
All right, thank you. What is the status of the other two? Are there co-defendants? Have they been charged?
They have been charged, Judge, and I have both of their cases, Judge.
And they have not been sentenced yet or anything like that? Okay. All right, go ahead, Mr. Coleman.
Yeah, I'll be brief. Whether it's the Pine Club Apartments or Rogers Park or a Speedy Mart, you've seen this, and we've seen this in this community all too often. I'm preaching to the choir, Judge. Prayer vigils and advisory committees, all that stuff's fine, but you, Judge, where the rubber meets the road. You are that person that can protect the community from somebody like this defendant. You are that person that can either let him walk out of this courtroom on probation with a piece of paper with conditions and promises that he won't resort to this kind of violence that you saw on that video, or you can ensure that the community is safe by putting him behind steel bars, concrete wall, wire fence. Judge, I'm just asking. I'm not in the habit of begging, but on behalf of this community, I'm begging that you sentence this defendant to prison. The message that needs to be sent to this defendant and his circle of friends and anybody who would want to be like this defendant is that if you pick up a gun with the intent to commit violence, you're going to pick up a 15, 20, 25-year prison sentence, Judge.
Once kids hit a certain age, it's going to take a whole lot to undo some negativity, if there's some negativity there. It's going to take a whole lot that may be above our pay grade. They may have to go through some things. They may have to have a C moment. SEE. That's an acronym for a significant emotional event. I hope it doesn't come to that for some of these kids. Like a significant emotional event would be becoming incarcerated. You know what I'm saying? Because of, the rap lyrics talked about armed robbery.
The terrorizing crime at a Nederland convenience store last year was captured on video. Prosecutor Tommy Coleman showing the video capturing the moment the teens ran into the store and raised their firearms at the clerk.
That young man did not have a mentor. But it serves as an example of what can happen if we don't snatch these kids up. Right? I know some of y'all might be looking at me, that white lady go sit up and get, nah. I don't want us, you know what I'm saying? I don't want us to become the type of black folk that make excuses for black folk. Right? Because, listen, man, people should be able to go to a store or even if you're on the side of the store owner, folk want to become entrepreneurs and run a business without have to worry about getting an assault rifle shoved in their fucking face. Or you know what I'm saying? Or have people terrorize their fucking neighborhood. So whether this judge is white, black, that could be a black judge, it still wouldn't matter.
Mr. Fontenette, there was a time some years ago that there really wasn't even a question. State's attorneys were recommending youthful offenders, probation, let's give everybody an opportunity. And things have just changed in such an incredibly dangerous way with young people doing what I just saw you do on that screen. I cannot imagine the fear that person had that was working in that store, that he now has just trying to go to work, make a living, and go home. And he has 3 people come in and not just grab a little quick something and run out, but terrorize him for quite some time. Pulling him around, yanking him around, putting guns in his face, all 3 of you. I also, in addition to the PSI, get jail incident reports. And you apparently like to fight and jump people, which is what's been happening in the jail. So it makes it very difficult for me to go, oh, this is somebody that's going to get out and behave, who can follow the rules, because you can't even follow the rules in jail. And the pre-sentence report shows that you're a high risk level, which tells me that after they've looked at everything, that you don't have, unfortunately, a good likelihood of being successful if I were to put you on probation. And Mr. Coleman's right. We're tired of it. And there's got to be something done. So in cause number 25, DCCR 1759, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. I'm going to find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. And at this time, I'm going to find you guilty of aggravated robbery. I'm going to sentence you to a term of 25 years in the institutional division.
A younger version of that man needed a mentor. That's what we're up against. That, if, like, as a community, if we want some change, and don't get me wrong, it ain't just black boys and girls. It's not just black kids. Let's make that plain. That's kind of where I am with my program, right? It was a program specifically designed for black boys. However, I'm open to other nationalities coming into the group. I've come to realize in my ripe age that a fatherless kid is a fatherless kid. A girl with no daddy is a girl with no daddy. A boy with no daddy is a boy with no daddy. You understand? Now, granted, there are some other factors. What if the kid is spoiled rotten? Da 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 da. In either scenario, regardless of the nationality, you still have to catch him in time. You want to catch him way before, I would say before 16. 17, 18, a lot of these youngsters are who they are. It's going to take something really significant to get through to them. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it takes incarceration. Sometimes it takes for a loved one to get seriously hurt, a friend. You know? But scoop up some kids. If watching the game or being into whatever sport, like soccer, is keeping you away from being of some benefit to your community, then okay. DVR the shit. Get back to it later. We all should feel a sense of duty. That story with that young man is it's unfortunate. Check this out right here.
Right? You just walked over here and you just decided you wanted to come give me a fucking problem today, right?
No, I was talking to the two of you. If you're not together,
But
then
did you?
I
But
apologize.
it doesn't matter. But why did you come over here? Did you not see that guy over there up in that post right there? Tell us to come over here. Did you not see him come over to us and tell us this is where we had to be? Did you see the guy come out of that booth right there?
Are you gonna let me talk?
Because I
No.
don't fucking know you, and I don't know why you came up to me like that.
He told you
Fuck
you
outta
couldn't
here,
be
man.
right there. But common sense, basic humanity is you don't go, even though you're allowed to, right where there's a
If
bunch
I'm
of
allowed
kids.
to, I'm allowed to. The kids gonna run wherever they want to run. If I'm allowed to do something, I'm allowed to do something.
Yeah, well,
Don't come over here trying to police people.
You are
If that's
allowed to
where
be
he
an
told me I
asshole,
need to be,
so-
if this is where he told me I need to be, that's where I'm at. And then you decided that you were going to police even more and come over here and say, you know what, I don't like where you're at. I want you to move, right?
Yeah, I think this is a poor choice for you.
This is a poor choice for you, buddy.
No, because he didn't tell you.
You ain't got no clue.
He didn't tell
you.
you.
ain't
you
got
have to-
no clue
you
how
have to come right
bad
here.
of a choice it is. He didn't tell me I had to come right here. You want to walk with me over here, right here to this post right
Yeah.
here? You want to walk with me over there right
so
now?
he didn't say there.
You
he
want
didn't
me to
say
walk
farther.
over there with that post right now?
I just talked to him.
Do you want to go over
He
there?
did not
Come on, let's
say.
go.
He
Come
did
on,
not.
let's go.
Yeah,
You just talked to him?
let's
Come
go.
on, let's go. Go get him.
let-
Go get him.
No, you said you wanted
Go
to
get
go,
him.
so let's go.
I'm
You
where
said,
I
hey,
need to be.
let's walk
I
over there.
know
Oh,
you-
I don't want to walk over there with you.
I want you to go walk over
I
there.
already
dummy.
did.
I want you
talked
to
to
walk
him.
over here. He told us where to be.
Yeah,
So
he
he wouldn't
said-
have sent you over here.
He
Where's
said-
your badge?
he said
Who
out-
are you? Where's your badge?
I'm fire department as
Where's
well.
your badge? You got no fucking pockets. You talking about you're the fire department?
Yes.
This is the fucking beach. This is
that's
not
right.
a fire.
That's right. So what he said.
So if
lifeguards
he
part of the
wanted
fire
you,
department.
if he wanted you to
He-
come over
he
here
didn't
and
want
tell
me
me,
is-
so you did it on your own.
I
You
did
just
on my
bothering me
own
for no fucking reason,
because-
right? Because
yeah.
you ain't got nothing else to do today.
No, because I don't want people to get hurt here.
Guess what? If this is where somebody told us fishing is allowed, then maybe they shouldn't be here. Maybe you should talk to the little kids that's running back and forth. Are you doing that?
Yeah, that makes common sense.
That makes a lot of sense, don't
Yeah,
it? Because
well-
the guy told us where we were allowed to fish.
Yes.
Did you not see that?
Out of that
You
area,
didn't see
which that
that.
means you could go down another
I can
5
stay right the
miles.
fuck
and-
here if I
yeah,
want to.
I know you can.
So why don't you go about your business? Why don't you go about your business,
lack
bro?
of IQ and
Why don't you
stuff.
go about
So
your
I know,
business?
I know what I'm
Go
dealing
have
with
fun.
here.
Go
Hey,
about your business. Do whatever it is you were doing before you came over to me. Go about your business. Go about your. What'd you say? What'd you say?
You heard me.
I didn't hear you. You said what?
No, hey.
Say it again.
No, you.
What'd you say?
Niggers.
Niggers? You said niggers?
Are going to be niggers.
Niggers are gonna
No
be
matter
niggers?
what.
Niggers are gonna be niggers?
Absolutely.
Niggers are gonna be niggers.
Yeah,
100%.
you
100%.
back up right now.
100%. Niggas are
back
gonna
up.
be niggers. 100%. That's what you said, right? On
Absolutely.
camera.
100%.
I got you.
You got me.
Yeah.
I got you. I got you. I got you.
100%.
I got you.
Y'all don't want to listen to me on this, but I'm not doing all that talking. I'm not saying I'm about to just wow out and all that either, but I'm not doing all that talking. I'm not doing all that. You know, I'm probably going to move over a pace or two. And if this individual like starts to move too, then that's when I'm gonna start issuing some warnings. Hey man, get away from me. Get away from me. You in my space. I may be inclined to move over another pace. And if he moves again, we got a fucking problem. I ain't talking about punch him in the face. Maybe kick his knee in. You know what I'm saying? Hyperextend that knee or something. You know what I'm saying? We do too much talking. I'm gonna be honest with you. We talk too much. We're always talking and pleading and going back and forth. Then the shit gets out of hand. Next thing you know, other people start getting in, like the dude's wife. If you know, this dude made it a point to shield his wife. She ain't, I mean, she could use a smack in the mouth, but she you know, if you notice, she said what she said, and she told her story walking. She knew what it was. She knew that was a smack. She knew she could get a smack for that. And her husband knew to shield her. You understand what I'm saying? And see, not only that, I would be pissed the fuck off. I would be pissed off. Like, I would start thinking, do I look like food? Do I look like food? Meaning, I must look like a little bitch for this white man to come over here and start questioning me about where I'm at. If this is his private beach, then okay. To be questioning me about anything, the nerve of you, that alone would piss me off. That would piss me off. You have a right to come over here and start questioning me about shit. Who are you? I'm a grown ass man. That's why I would move. And the minute you moved over when I moved over, that's when you gonna start getting some warnings then. We talk too much. Stop doing all that talking. You either gonna do something or shut up. Either do something or stop talking. All that yapping and going back and forth with them. You in my face, question me about some shit that ain't got nothing to do with you. I ain't having it. We're done. And if I move over once and then you come over, I give you a warning. Then I move over a little bit more and you still come. We got a fucking problem. No, you got a problem. Well, I'm probably gonna have a problem too now. Because now I'm probably gonna get arrested for assault. What you're not about to do is start questioning me and all up in my face. Niggers are gonna shut. Man, that's another thing we do. We always pulling out our phone. I'm recording you. I'm gonna put you on Facebook. I'm recording you. After we pull out our phones and start telling them, hey, I'm recording you. Do you think they give a damn? Has a phone ever made a Karen or a Ken walk away? Has that ever happened? I'll wait. No, I ain't. Because we already know the answer. No. In fact, a lot of them start doubling down. If they called you a nigga before you turn the camera on and started recording, most likely they're going to say it again when you do start recording. Put your phone down and either walk away or smack them. Or walk away or put pause on them. You either gonna do something or you not. The more you sit there and keep arguing with people, that's when other people get involved. You start drawing a crowd. Next thing you know, you got this one and that one and that one and this one all barking at you, and you the only one standing there. Nah, handle that shit real quick, fast, in a hurry, and be done with it. We talk too much. We do a whole bunch of yapping. I'm recording you. I'm gonna put it on Facebook. I ain't been on Facebook in years, but who gives a damn? So I'm recording you. They don't give a damn. What they're gonna do is mess around and smack the phone out your hand. I'm always saying we need to do better, right? And that's because we do, including me too. We all. There's always for all of us. There's an area where we need to get better. Dead ass. You know what I'm saying? However, I'm doing a new challenge now, right? This new challenge is, before I fix my mouth to tell somebody what they need or what they should be doing, I say to myself, what's something that I should be doing? You know what I'm saying? Instead of telling this, because people always try and tell somebody who or what they need. You need Jesus. You need Jesus. I might tell them and tell me what I need. So I don't want to do it. What you need to do is, let me chill. Let's start. Whenever I get the urge to say that, I'm gonna start thinking, what's something that I could be doing? There's always something. It's always something we set out to do. And when we went to do it, maybe the place was closed or maybe something wasn't available at the time. And so we never got back to doing whatever it was we said we was going to do. That's my challenge. Maybe you'd like to take it too. I don't know. That's on you. Word. Word. So before I get out of here, man, shout out to the Skill Youth Chess Club. This past Saturday had a great session. The former chess club president came through. It was good seeing some chess club alumni, pop in. So the former president and the current president, got a nice chess match going on. I taught them how to tie bow ties this past weekend, so it's a little frustrating trying to teach it and then them trying to learn it. A lot harder than trying to tie a tie, even though tying a tie involves so many more turns and wraparounds. But they'll get it. But shout out to the School Youth Chess Club. Shout out to the parents, for trusting me with their youth. And shout out to the members themselves, man. Who rock with me and also help me to be better. Deadass. We're done here. I'm gonna go ahead and ride out. But anyway, man, if you got a born day today, you know the deal. If you got a born day today, I salute you. New life, more life. You know what I'm saying? I say it all the time. You're the only one with this fingerprint. I be looking back at some of my past episodes and I've been saying blueprint. No, I meant fingerprint. You're the only one with this fingerprint. You're a one of one. You know what I'm saying? Happy born day to you. I don't care if you're fresh out the womb or you've been here a while. You know what I'm saying? Live it up. Have a beautiful day, man. Matter of fact, today is June 29th. It's my Uncle Big Aaron's born day. Uncle Big Aaron is 64 years old, man. Our family is aging extremely well. Word. Shout out. Happy born day, Unc. You know what I'm saying? About three days ago was my oldest son's born day. My oldest son is 32. You know what I mean? I got a 32-year-old, a 30-year-old, and my baby boy will be 25 in October. Yeah, man. Word. Shout out to my sons. Shout out to my grandkids. Shout out to my family, man. Word up. And shout out to y'all. Word. Thank y'all for watching. I got a couple new subscribers. I appreciate y'all. Stick around, man. I'm gonna take you somewhere. Deadass, I'm gonna take you somewhere. Thank you for the love y'all been showing on the shorts. Just thank you for the viewership. Thank you for everything, man. Word. So I'm gonna get out of here. Y'all stay up. I'm the God Rashidi. And this is Hoodies. Peace. Hey. This is Hoodies.